If you're listening to this, then you are halfway through understanding reality. You found us in time because you were looking for us, without even being fully aware of our existence. The 13th of April, 2023, 5 a.m. I had just completed working on my video. It was another one of those long nights of editing and coffee. Finally, I decided to turn off my workspace and get some sleep at around 6 a.m. I knew I was going to end up tired for the rest of the day, but something different was waiting for me that day. When I woke up, it was almost 8 p.m. I must have been asleep all day. Or so I thought. But imagine my surprise when I learned I had eaten every meal of the day, showered, and uploaded all my daily content, which includes my last YouTube video. I was stunned. Yes, I have a very faint memory of doing all that, but it doesn't seem real. It all seemed to have happened in a different reality, or maybe in a dream. But no, I have evidence that it had happened. It had surely happened in my timeline, in my reality. But then why does my experience of the day feel like I had skipped time? What is time? This mystery has kept humanity confused and curious for as far as we can remember. But is it completely impossible to know the truth about time? Time, as we humans can understand, has two absolutes. One is its biological truth, or the truth that we, like any other complex life form on this planet, are bound to a biological rhythm of sleepiness and wakefulness. That occurs in a cycle of 24 hours, or in simple terms, in a day. We call this our biological clock, or the circadian rhythm. It's embedded so deep into the chemistry of our body that it is impossible to stay awake for more than a period of 2 weeks before we start to lose our sanity. But is that it? We wake up, we eat, then we go to work, come home, spend time with the family, and then go to sleep, and then wake up again to repeat it all over again and again and again. Is that all there is to time? Well, it is, but only if you are looking at time from a biological perspective. Remember, I said there are two truths about time. Well, there are two undeniable truths about our reality. One is biological, and the other is cosmic. Our sense of time is profoundly dependent on cosmic truths. Take our biological truth, for example. What does the 24-hour cycle or a day represent? Yes, it is the time Earth takes to rotate around its axis. This one simple cosmic event is responsible for the biological clock present in every complex life form. As we move further away in space, we realize the Earth is not just rotating on an axis, but we are also revolving around the Sun in an elliptical path, or the orbit. It takes 365 1/4 of those axial rotations, days, for our planet to complete one revolution around the Sun, and that is called a year. Now, let's move further away into space. If we go further enough, we start to calculate astronomical distances in space with a measurement named the light years, which quite literally means the amount of space light can travel through in a year at its constant speed of 3 multiplied by 8 powers of 10 meters per second. Understand this. If the speed of light is constant in our perception of the universe as visualized and theorized by one Mr. Albert Einstein, then as we look deeper and deeper into space, we go back in time, or at least what we can observe is the light reaching us from an astronomical distance, traveling from 1,000,000 years ago, and indeed we do see the highlights of the universe. On the other hand, if we can observe the light reflected from our planet from a far enough distance, we might see dinosaurs still roaming the Earth's surface. However, this feature of light being constant lets us see the almost exact moment when all we know and understand as reality or the universe came into existence, in an event physicists have named the Big Bang, what we understand as the beginning of time. On a cosmic scale, we humans and our precious lifetimes averaging from 70 to 85 years are just non-existent. Let me explain this to you before you all start to panic. If this line represents all the time of our reality from the Big Bang to the probable complete disintegration of our universe, then to get from point A to B, it would take a staggering amount of time, which is approximately 22 billion years. Humans as a whole species, as of the date of this video, are understood to be 300,000 years old, which appears smaller than a dot on the whole 22 billion years timeline. So to comprehend the cosmic understanding of what time is, we must not think of time from a human perspective, but rather imagine it by stepping out of time. Imagine time as just another dimension of this universe, which is different from our understanding of the three dimensions of space. Time is a dimension that we do not experience through our sensory faculties as we do for space, but we do experience it as a story or a journey made up of related events, which we don't have any control over or access to, except for the experience of the present moment and the memories of the moments that have passed. Our understanding of the future is completely presumptuous and sometimes even imaginary. Stepping out of time or stepping into eternity, where one can experience time outside the bindings and limitations of the human perspective, will probably see time as a very complicated structure of events. These events are the smallest possible division of a moment that is linked to another such moment, and on repetition of this same process, the whole thing plays out. Let me give you an analogy of what it would feel like. Imagine those smallest moments of time as a photograph. Now, if you take several continuous photographs and link them up, like the moments are linked in our experience of time, then it would become a video. Of course, the characters in a video don't know that they are in a video. All their existence is limited to the information in those small moments. To put it in a single sentence, the moment is not in time, time is in the moments. Now, our time might not be linear like we see in a video. It might just be a tad more complicated than that. How we currently understand time is a record of change in the entropy of the universe. Our universe seems to increase in entropy, going from order towards chaos slowly as it proceeds. Before Einstein came along, there was this handsome fellow named Sir Isaac Newton. You might know him from a certain Apple incident that led to the discovery and understanding of gravity. But our fella Newton was quite an inventive chap, so gravity was not the only thing he was busy with. In his system of understanding reality through the lens of classical mechanics, time was indeed thought to be absolute or linear. Time was like this bottle in which reality unfolds like the water being filled into it. But he was wrong. When Einstein came through with his famous theories of general and special relativity, he showed us that space and time are not different, and neither are they absolute. In a 3D model, we exist in a reality where space and time make up the fabric of the universe or space-time. Gravity is understood to be the result of the bending of this fabric by the matter that exists in it. The more the mass of the matter, the more is the gravitational force exerted by it, and hence the more it bends time or causes time dilation. Indeed, gravity is proven to bend both space and time, but we still do not understand how. Another phenomenon that also bends time or causes time dilation is, in short, the slowing down of time for a body that approaches the speed of light. One thing that doesn't seem to change with time is the speed of light or causality, which is thought to be constant throughout the universe in our perception. We will discuss these topics in our upcoming videos, so stay tuned and press the bell icon. Time to us humans and our tiny lifetimes is a limited resource which we have for experiencing this universe. Whether you use it to make money, to leave a mark on humanity, or simply to explore, that's completely up to the individual. I will just say one thing: don't waste it.
If you have learned something from this video, let the algorithm know by dropping a like. Tell us about your ideas in the comment, and if you are interested in starting a business. Book a free call with us, and we will help you with everything you need. Our plans start from as low as $100. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to receive updates on more insightful videos like